What's poppin', T Squad? It's your girl Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea, All Shade Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion part 1 for season 10. So let's get it cracking right off the bat. Let's talk about best hair, best makeup, worst makeup, best dress, all that shit. For me, best makeup goes to Sheree and Porsha. I loved their simple yet really sensual very springtime makeup look. Y'all know I'm a makeup girl, so I love the really pretty blush tones, blush pink tones that they had on their faces. Love their highlight, their really pretty shiny lip gloss. Love the whole entire look. Worst makeup, Kenya. It looked like she went to Mary Kay and had somebody do her face. I did not like that old lady burgundy lipstick on her lip. It just wasn't the right shade. It wasn't matte. I did not like it. Best hair. Candy and Cynthia. Y'all know I love a high-low ponytail look. So I loved Candy's look. I wear that hairstyle often. And then I love Cynthia's Dutch braid. It was so cute and just so chic and model-esque. Love both of their hairstyles. Worst hair, we all know it was Nene. Nene was giving us Hulk Hogan WrestleMania 1987 with that wig. I don't know why she continues to wear that hairstyle. It's not flattering. It's not cute. The weave is thin as fuck. I don't like it. I want her to go back to her short hairstyle. It looks better on her. Ugh. Best dress by far from head to toe was Cynthia. Cynthia looked stunning. Stunning. Hair was on point, makeup was on point, minimalist jewelry. That ball gown was just gorgeous. It fit her body like a glove. It was tailored to her body to perfection. She looked stunning, simple, yet chic and sophisticated, classy and sexy. Worst dressed by far was Nene and Sheree. Nene's outfit was cute standing up, but sitting down, she just gave us a old, tired, out of work Vegas showgirl. And then Sheree was sitting up there looking like a buff gay choir director. I just did not like neither one of their looks. Sheree got too many muscles, too much neck to be having that high ass neckline on her. And then it was satin, so it just showed all the imperfections. And she doesn't have a bad, like fat or anything, but she is buff as fuck. She needs to lay off the steroids, stop hitting the gym, lay that fuck off, lean them arms down because Sheree is built like a whole linebacker now. So let's get into the reunion. So we start off with behind the scenes of footage of backstage before everybody goes out on stage where everybody's getting their hair and makeup done, and we see Andy in the back talking to Sheree, and Sheree's on the phone with Tyrone, and we hear Tyrone saying that Nene was very aggressive and that she stalked him. By Tyrone, I don't believe shit that come out of Tyrone's fucking mouth about this whole Nene situation. I think that something happened between them, but stalking him, boy, sit the fuck down. Kenya, once everybody gets on stage, she announces that she is in fact pregnant. I told y'all that tea was gonna come out at the reunion. She says that she's very nervous because she's still in the beginning stages of her pregnancy. So congratulations on to Kenya and her impending pregnancy, or her pregnancy and her baby. So happy for her and Mark. This is something she has wanted for a long time. I pray that her pregnancy is a safe, healthy one, and she has a healthy child, and that nothing bad happens. So congratulations to her. So happy for her and Mark. Andy asked her what happened to I'm sorry. So Andy reads a viewer question that called Sheree out for wearing sweats the whole damn season. I told y'all that bitch stayed wearing jogging suits the whole goddamn season because she ain't got no fashions and she ain't got no money. Andy asked her what happened to She by Sheree, and Candy thinks that she didn't hear the question right, so she tries to explain to her what Andy was saying, and Sheree got smart with Candy, and I was like, "Oh girl, okay, calm the fuck down." And Sheree says that she's changed the line now to joggers. She's gonna put out a set of joggers in spring or summer. But meanwhile, while she's saying all this, she's stuttering all over the place because she lying her ass off. Bitch, you could barely afford to get that basement done, let alone put out a whole nother line of clothes. Girl, sit down. And now that you've been fired, bitch, you really ain't about to put out no goddamn She by Sheree joggers. So a viewer asked Nene about shading Kim for wearing wigs since that's all that she wears now. And Nene says when Kim was wearing wigs, they came from Party City. And everybody started laughing because nobody liked that bitch. Only person that didn't laugh was Sheree. Oh, funky ass. So they asked Candy why she invited Porsha to her Essence party if she really don't like her. And Candy says, whether we're getting along or not, I wanted everybody to be there. Porsha says, you're saying you wanted people to see what it looks like to win, but you didn't say everybody, you said me. Candy voice starts shaking. And Candy say, what you took for me what you took me through last year could have killed my whole career. I don't think you understand the level of what you did to me. And I was like, Candy, I know when you get upset, your voice start quivering, but bitch, control that shit. I hate that about her, but I understand it because when I get really truly upset and mad, I start crying. And it's not a sign of weakness, it's just a sign of how pissed off you are and how much you want to kill somebody. But she started crying, and I felt bad for her because what happened to Candy last year is unexcusable. It could have ruined her career if it went left, and if it wasn't proven that them two hoes was lying. It could have went so much. It could have went so worse than what it actually did. So I felt bad for Candy still. Porsha said, that's why I apologize to you twice. Candy reminds us that it was only a few weeks between the reunion and them coming around each other to start filming again. So she wasn't in the space to be buddy-buddy in the beginning of filming because she had just came off of this whole incident. So I understood exactly where she was coming from. Candy doesn't think that she really means her apology. Porsha takes ownership of everything that she said. Andy says somehow there's a disconnect if your apologies aren't landing. And Porsha says, I'm not apologizing anymore. Oh, victim ass Candy. And see, when she started attacking Candy, it's like, you can't be sorry. I see exactly what Candy is saying. Like, you can say you're sorry, but then if you come behind it with a butt or with attitude or whatever the case may be, you're not really sorry. And in this case, Porsha has to just eat it and say, I'm sorry. And don't nothing slick or fake or phony or, whatever need to come in behind it. So when she got to talking about some old victim Candy, then let me know right then there she's not sorry for nothing that she did last season and that these apologies are empty. So I'm sorry. I'm Team Candy with that situation. Let me know down below in the comment section how you felt about it. Do you feel like Porsha is genuinely sorry, or do you think that she just saying something to be saying something? I think she just saying it just to be saying it. Nene says, in order to say you're sorry, there has to be action behind it, and I 100% agree. Candy says she wasn't happy when Mama Joyce met with Porsha and about what Mama Joyce said about Ty being a lemon. She says Ty was very hurt by her comment because they had been getting along very well. Candy is, in fact, opening up another OLG, so congratulations to her on that. Then we see Marlo in the back peeking behind the curtains before it's her time to go out, and we see her say Porsha trying to copy off me, and I'm like, copy off you how? By wearing the color purple? She got the color purple on, you got on the color lavender. Your outfits are completely different, your hair is completely different. What the hell are you talking about, Marlo? Shut your ass up. So she come out there looking like a lavender loofah and I need to buy me a new loofah, mind you. But I loved her outfit. It was giving me very like a Rihanna-esque vibe. I love the look. Andy says, now that you and Nene are friends again, where does your relationship with Kenya stand? Marlo says, I feel like Kenya only befriended me because she and Nene weren't friends. Do I agree with that? To an extent, I do. I do believe that in the beginning, she probably did become friends with Marlo because she wasn't getting along with Nene, and Kenya weren't getting along as well. Kenya says, I liked Marlo, but when she said that's why your mother doesn't want you, she crossed the line. And that was some fucked up shit to say. It wasn't nothing that deep between them for her to take it there. Marlo is one of them people that when she hits and goes for the motherfucking juggler, whether it's that deep or not. Kenya says, I'm sorry, Marlo says, Kenya, you're so good at acting. You should act. And Kenya says, no, I do act. Check my resume. Marlo says, a C character. Shade. And then Marlo says, Andy, bright yellow over there with the bad skin. And I was like, oh my God, no, she did not just bring up the fact that Kenya got potholes all in her face. Then Kenya says, you are so worried about me and my husband. Maybe if you start fucking everybody else's, you can get you one of your own. You are nothing but a trick. No, you are one phony trick. No, wait, you're just a trick. And I was like, oh my God, this is just going so deep. And then Marlo says, where are the receipts? And she said, Kenya says, let's talk about John. And they go on commercial. Then when they come back, Andy say, the pizza guy that Nene used to talk to. And Kenya says, the fact that you tried to blackmail Nene over John. Marlo plays dumb and asks Nene, what is she talking about? Nene says, explain to me. Kenya says, Nene and Marlo fell out because she tried to turn her John into a John. Because we all know that Marlo out here popping that pussy for motherfucking Trump checks and shit. So Andy said, what does that mean? And Kenya said she tried to pimp out John. She got 20 G's from him, had him at her home drunk. She took pictures of text messages between him and Nene to blackmail Nene with. Portia's smirking because she knows that it's true. Remember in the Barcelona episode after her and Marlo got into it and she was standing on the streets talking, so I believe that was Sheree and them. Remember when, what's that bitch name? Portia said, I know some stuff about Marlo and Nene, but I can't bring it up because Nene told me it in confidence. And when Kenya got the spilling the tea, they panned the camera on Porsha, and Porsha just sitting up there smirking because that's what the fuck she was talking about. Now, Nene tried to play dumb to an extent, like she didn't really know what the fuck was going on, but she and Marlo in a good place, so she wasn't really trying to take it there with Marlo. So she basically let Kenya do her dirty work. So, Andy asked Nene, did you know about this? And Nene said, I never expected Marlo to talk to anyone that I had talked to. Marlo says, was it right? No, it was awful. Did I sleep with him? No. So basically, she was doing that to get back at Nene. And she probably was trying to blackmail her. I put nothing past Marlo. Her whole life has been nothing but a criminal. Nene says, I'm surprised John even had 20 G's left when I was done with it because I took his ass for everything. Marlo says, and Nene, what is 20 G's to me? That's my Nema's bill. Kenya says, you're the only woman I know with a square reader between her legs. And child, I damn near fell out my bed when she said that shit. Andy says, are you and Sheree back on track? And Marlo says, I don't like that you don't tell Kim when she's wrong. I think that you and Nene have a bond. And what she meant to say was bond, but her lisp and her stuttering is so bad, she said bond. Nene said, we do not have a bond. And then Kenya say, it's a bond, not a bond. A bond is something you have on the top of your head. Girl, I was loving that. Kenya kept on giving it to Marlo. Marlo did not know what to do. Kenya kept on stinging that ass, and I was here for it. Andy brings up Kenya's marriage. Andy asks Kenya, Kenya, you've talked all about all the other girls' husbands. Why do you think that yours should be exempt? Kenya says, if I could change some of the things that I've said in the past, I would. And I like that she took ownership of the fact that in the past she was very malicious when it came to the other girls' marriages. Andy says, what was odd to me is that you're on a reality show and 2 weeks before filming, you get married in secret. And Kenya says, when that man got down on one knee, I wasn't thinking about doing it on camera. My own father wasn't there. She says she hasn't met her husband's parents, but have talked to them on the phone. And that whole part of the conversation was really awkward. You can tell that Mark got some issues or something with his family. He don't really fuck with them. And she wasn't really trying to put their business out on Front Street. But it's something there, honey. It's something in the water. I understood where Kenya was coming from. Everything ain't for reality fucking TV, and everybody don't want to be on fucking reality damn shows. So yeah, I got married and didn't tell none of you niggas why. I don't have to. God damn it, shit. And when she said her own daddy wasn't there, I mean, what? Her Aunt Lori was there, and I think her cousin. But other than that, she didn't have nobody else there. It wasn't like she had a whole slew of people. It was literally a very small wedding. I don't even think 10 people was at that motherfucker. Portia says, why wouldn't you tell your best friend, meaning Cynthia? And Kenya says Cynthia cannot hold water. I think she would have told everybody. And Cynthia disagrees with this, and I don't really think that was the case. I just really think that it was a spur of a moment thing, and she did not think to ask her, to be honest with you. And then, like I said, her own daddy wasn't there. So if her own daddy wasn't there, bitch, why you think I'm gonna call you? Come on now. Portia says, I think that says a lot about your friendship. And I was like, Portia, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You ain't even want to go to your best friend motherfucking wedding in Africa, bitch. So shut up. You the one to talk. Andy says, from my understanding, your husband doesn't like the show. He thinks it's a poor representation of black women. Kenya says, that's the stuff that they made up on the blogs. He said, no, that's what he told my colleagues. And Kenya just sit there quiet because he called that ass out. And I was like, when trying to protect your husband goes wrong. So I just hope this marriage lasts because Kenya's doing a lot of protecting and a lot of shucking and jiving for this nigga to keep him. So I hope it's worth it, girl. Andy says to Sheree, do you really want a nose ring or were you just trying to throw shade at Mark? Ken says, I would prefer my man to have a piercing than handcuffs. And I was like, girl, shade. Andy says, who do you all think will be the next to get married? Porsha says Sheree, and Sheree agrees. King says, you gonna get married in prison? Andy says, did you mention that Porsha shouldn't be on the show anymore on Watch What Happens Live to Nene? Nene says, I did not say the word fired, and based off season 9, they should have been off the show. And I'm like, girl, semantics. Shut up, Nene. You meant the girl to be fired. Like, shut up. Andy says, I was surprised you told Shamia not to trust anyone, including Sheree. She says it's support. He says it's a Porsha. Porsha says Sheree happily carries the title, the Bone Collector, so I'm telling her to be careful even with Sheree. Why would anybody think to trust Sheree? Like, really, who would think to trust that bitch? Porsha know what it was. Like I told y'all last week, fake recognize fake. Andy says, isn't that kind of true then to Sheree? And Sheree says, I've never given Shamia or Porsha a reason not to trust me. You've given them several reasons not to trust you based off your actions towards the other girls. They knew not to fuck to trust your ass. Porsha say, do you trust me? And she says, as far as I can throw you. And Porsha said, exactly. So why do you care if I said that? I look back and you're shading my house. You're shading me about. You're shading me, but you're asking me for loyalty and trust. That don't make no sense. Porsha says she apologized to Sheree for saying that, but obviously Sheree does not accept her apology. Sheree says, I'm loyal to who's loyal to me. And Cynthia says, we get it. We know that you're loyal to Kim. And I was like, come on, Cynthia, with the clutch. Porsha says, why is no one asking Sheree how she knew about the video before we got to Barcelona? Sheree says, we talking about you right now, girl. And Porsha say, no, we talking about you, girl. And then they go back and forth, no, we talking about you, girl. No, bitch, we talking about you. And I'm like, oh, here we go. And Nene says, I feel like whether you like me or not, you should have told me or someone in the group because there was some foul shit. Porsha say, we saw you talk to Kim and you didn't tell her she was wrong then. Y'all was just kikiing. And Sheree says, shut up, girl. Take your hand out of Nene's ass. I have called Kim out on her shit. Me being a Bone Collector LLC. And Kenya said, oh, it's an LLC now? Business is good. Kenya had the one-liners, bitch. Kenya had the one-liners. You got to give it to her. Sheree says, I do it to hold some of you all accountable. Well, bitch, who holding you accountable for them damn shoulders and them biceps, bitch? Girl, Nene say, do you ever hold Kim accountable? And Sheree says, no one has ever been loyal to me and gave me a bone. And Nene say, nope, that's a lie because I called you on the phone with Cynthia and told you these people asked me questions about Tyrone. You didn't tell us anything. Sheree says, as soon as you became Nene Leaks, you changed. I got you into clubs. You wasn't even that girl. Ooh, the shade, honey. And then Nene say, I wanted to have a clean slate with you and Kim. Sheree says, I don't feel like I have to run back and tell these girls everything that Kim has said to me. That's why you're fired now, bitch. And then Kenya says, but you're the Bone Collector. That's exactly what that means. And Sheree says, I will tell what the fuck I want to tell. And then the episode goes off. So I give part 1 of the reunion a B-. It was very good. I can't wait for next week for them to get into Kim's ass. Bitch, I cannot wait because y'all know I hate her. Let me know what y'all thought about reunion part 1 down below in the comment section. Make sure to thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel if you have not. And also my latest book, Such a Fucking Lady, the 5th book in my China Black series is on sale right now. The links are down below in the description box. Make sure to follow me on all my social media sites. All of my information is down below in the description box as well. I love you guys so much and have a safe and blessed week.